Hey everyone, just going to show you the training from this week and a little bit from last week, Saturday all the way through yesterday. Not training a whole lot lately, mostly because taking some time off from all this heavy training just to kind of let my body get back to a normal baseline here, to kind of rest up, get myself fixed a little bit, and then ease myself back up into the harder training. Take care of myself a little bit. Get some time outside the gym, So, what you're seeing here, though, first, is a day in which I'm starting to take more seriously my work capacity and my training volume. I'm trying to slowly ease my training volume up. So what I'm doing here is sets of 10 with 315 on my high bar beltless squat. And on the last one I rep it out, I get 12. We're only seeing the first one here. I did film the third one, but it just came out too dark, and I wasn't going to throw that on there because you guys would have been watching like a black screen. And you probably would have seen your own reflection, and you would have been like, damn, I'm a weirdo. Why do I watch this half-naked dude work out? It's kind of weird. I'm going to go get In-N-Out Burger now. See ya. That's what you would have been like had you been in like California, where In-N-Outs are. But yeah, back to the video. You're seeing me partially nude. You're welcome. You can make deposits to my PayPal for your enjoyment and my enjoyment as well. But this is a type of conditioning here where you have these fancy slam balls. That thing right there is 80 pounds. I wanted to do it 10 reps as fast as I can. Got in like 26 seconds. Now I am trying to bulk up, and you guys might be like, but Codio, that's my name plus cardio in the same word. Cardio is bad for you, Cody. No. I'm going to link an article in the description box by Greg Nuckols over on his site, Strength Theory, and it tells you why you need cardio to be a strength athlete. And I've agreed with it all along, and I am a firm believer, and that's the reason why I did so well so quickly in lifting weights, because I came from a background where my endurance, my work capacity was flipping huge, that being the infantry in the Marine Corps. So yeah, a lot of work capacity needed there, which paid off pretty well once I started lifting weights, because it meant my body wasn't as tired after lifting weights. I then could go on to lift weights more, and doing more lifting weights is a better thing to do in your life, no matter who you are or any other aspect of your life. So read that article. It's beautiful. I love it. Now this training right here, let's kind of fast forward to what you're seeing right now. Get all these brain thoughts out of my head noodle. This right here, last night's training, was a very long training session. This was Thursday, and I usually train Wednesday morning, so this was an additional, 30 hours or whatever past my normal training. So I wanted to get in there, get some work done. Worked up to a heavy single with good form on the squat and bench, and then backed off to about 90% of that number and did 3 sets of 3 and a rep out at the end of that. And I did some rows for some T3 kind of work, that bodybuilding accessory work, just to get a little bit of reps in, get a little bit more work capacity in, get a little bit more hypertrophy in, build that body, so they say. And that's what I did. And I do it every day. And that was a rhyme, because I'm awesome. This right here, though, really stoked about this. 455 on the bar. Not a PR in any sort of a traditional sense. More of an abstract sense. That was a pretty clean rep with 455. Granted, my speed did slow down, but I maintained pretty damn good form, so I'm fairly happy about the 455. Could I have added weight? Yeah, maybe 10 pounds, maybe 20 if I was really lucky. But the quality wouldn't have been there, and I wanted to go after a heavy single with good form, and I think I accomplished that with that 455 high bar. Then 90%, 405, well, around about 90%, close enough 90%, 405 for 3 sets of 3. And again, these reps, although not all very fast, I'm not throwing the bar through the ceiling, so to speak. That would be awesome. I'm not Eric Lillybridge yet. Give me like a couple more years, and a couple less, because he's like 5 years younger than me. That son of a bitch. So this is 405 what you're seeing here is me working with something that's my 5 rep max. And so I want to get it for a pretty high amount of volume relative to my effort capabilities at this weight. So what I'm doing here is I'm building my capacity at intensity. I've talked about this before, but if you want to be able to lift heavy weights a lot, you got to kind of do that fairly often, and you've got to be able to gradually over time add 1 or 2 reps to your capacity at that movement. And a damn fine way of doing it is throwing an AMRAP of your last set in there. You know, just rather than doing 3 sets of 3, make that last one 4 reps or 5 reps. Do as many as you got left in you. Leave like 1 in the tank, but you get what I'm saying. Or perhaps you do 3 sets of 3 and then a set of 1. You're just adding another repetition to your capacity at that higher level intensity. That right there was 5 reps after working up to a heavy single. After doing 2 sets of 3, I get 5 reps, which is my 5 rep max. So I tied my best performance in a fatigued state. Pretty happy about that. Pretty stinking happy about that. Because that shows me that even though I feel like I'm out of shape, you know, I feel like my work capacity and all that stuff is down, it's really not as down as I'm thinking about it. So then maybe I'm just being down on myself. Damn, that's depressing. But you know, you've got expectations for yourself, and I'm pretty happy with that performance of 405 for 5, high bar, fatigued, all that good stuff. So there's just something to be mindful of. You know, if you want to add more capacity at a higher intensity, just throw a single, an extra 1 set of 1 at the end of whatever the hell it is you're doing. So back to what you're seeing here now in front of you. That was 345 for an okay single, slower than I had expected. Backed off, and I was going to do 3 sets of 3 at 90%, which this is 405, except for it was a little heavy. So on this 3rd rep, comes up pretty slow, and I didn't quite feel like having to rest 10 minutes or more just so I can get my volume in, because that almost goes against building capacity at intensity. I want to keep a reasonable level of rest even though I'm lifting some relatively heavy weights for myself. So I cut it down 10 pounds to 295. I get it for a 2nd set, got it for 3 reps, pretty clean is what you just saw there. This is going to be my rep out. So I did 3 reps at 305. It was a little heavy. Dropped it down to 295. The perfect weight. Kind of like Goldilocks and 3 Bears. I do have gold hair. That's kind of strange. It's ironic. Don't call me Goldilocks, though. Only my friends and family can call me Goldilocks. I don't know who you guys, weirdos. But that right there, you guys know that's 295, which is only 20 pounds less than my competition bench 5 rep max in a fatigued state. Feeling pretty good about that. Sorry about the little weird tangent there. It's like getting really late here. Almost out of my mind. Feel like I was out of my mind for never having done this exercise before. Well, I had, but not in a very long time. That reverse grip barbell row. What's that all about? Thing's freaking amazing. It's like my new pull accessory best bud. We're besties. Well, you guys, I hope you liked the video. I went on a whole bunch of weird tangents. Man, it's been a while since I had a video. Had a lot to say. But anyways, thanks for watching. And if you liked it, share it, subscribe it, all that good stuff. Hasta la vista.